So I've been on my walk here in the park. I think I'm near Cherry Hill. And as I was coming into this little building to take video, look what I found. Sweet gum. I would say sweet gum trees and sweet gum seed pods have been an inadvertent guest star and a gift to me during this season of Vlogmas. What a blessing. And what perfect timing, talking about gifts and presents and the seed pod, because if we don't pay attention, we might miss stuff like this. So, thanks, Joe. Our special guest today gave me the idea for the theme of the day, which is gifts. In fact, yesterday in church, the children put on their annual Christmas program, and they talked about presents, but not the one with a TS at the end, but one with NCE, presents, like being present. And that all of these pieces just scrambled in my head to say, we should be talking about gifts, presents, and presents. Personal gifts, gifts you give, gifts you receive, presents of being in the moment. What do you think about that? How would you rate yourself on a scale of being present in your everyday? How often are you distracted? Like me, I get distracted a lot, and I'm not bad at being present. I'd like to hear more from you. Our Advent for the first part of Vlogmas was all about what we remembered from the year past. So we were talking about the things we did month by month. This part of Vlogmas, we're talking about adding events in the future. What are we hoping, wishing, planning, etc. for? One of the things I've been thinking about, especially the last few days, especially after making yesterday's video, was about what am I letting go of? What do I want to leave behind and not carry into 2026? And for me, one of the things I'm leaving behind, or effectively working towards leaving behind, that kept coming up to me as I was writing, thinking, contemplating, is giving up my addiction to fear. Or I should say, I had a really hard time ending that clip. I don't know what was going on. This part gets a little rambly. In a nutshell, I was talking about how things we are afraid of or fear that we have that stops us from doing things. There's another kind of fear that energizes us. I'm talking about the fear that stops us. I'm going to let you hear me ramble because I think you might pick something up in there that I couldn't pick up because I was too distracted by my rambling. Okay, here we go. Leaving fear's power over me negatively. I'm leaving that behind. I fooled myself. I found one nice coherent spot that said it very succinctly. Meanwhile, as I'm dog sitting and editing, you may hear some noise from one of the pups that I'm watching. There's one very energetic one. This little girl, she's not that one. So what would you like to leave behind? What's one thing you would like to leave behind? Put it in the comments. If you can't think of anything right away, that's cool too. I'm so excited to introduce you to Carol Ann with Paperlight Stories. Carol Ann is a fairly recent friend on YouTube. She's a fellow writer. She's also an audiobook narrator. I hope that you'll check out her channel and consider following her. One of the things I've really enjoyed with Carol Ann is that I will go to other people who I'm friends with here on YouTube, and I'll see, she's befriended several different people that I like to spend time with online, enjoying their videos. Kay and Row Hiking Happens, I've seen her there, and I've seen her there with Dave, who was one of our special guest stars earlier. So anyway, Carol Ann's a delight, and here she is. Take it away, Carol Ann.
Hello, Julie Jordan Scott. This is my second attempt, actually my third attempt at making a video for you. The first one was rubbish. The second one sounded for some reason like there was an ogre, some kind of demonic beast in the background. So hopefully this one is going to be better. First of all, thank you so much for inviting me to be part of your Vlogmas video series. I'm super chuffed and honored. I've been watching all of your videos and I'm just blown away by just the lens with which you view your life, and you just say yes to stuff. It's really inspiring, like driving along the road, pull over, Julie gets out and makes a video. Just be here now. That is a very important message. Anyway, and you had asked us all to talk about Christmas or a memory or a ritual or something along those lines. And I thought I'd talk today about unexpected gifts and YouTube being the biggest one for me right now. If anyone had said to me a year ago, you're going to be working on a YouTube channel, I would have thought them absolutely mad. No way. I gave up all my social media, but here I am on YouTube, 6 weeks in, making videos about writing and kind of the deeper layers of the writing life. Not so much the nuts and bolts, the how-tos, but kind of the things that often trip us up, particularly when we're older and if we're just starting or toying with the idea of writing something. We can be our own worst enemies because of all the limiting beliefs that we carry and imposter syndrome. And oh my God, let's just kick all that crap to the curb. So anyway, that's what my channel's about, I think. And some narrated fiction. I don't know. I have no clue what I'm doing. I'm just having fun. But my point is that the biggest takeaway so far has not been learning about algorithms or upload strategies. It has been connecting with other creators, connecting with people, watching how you all support one another and shout each other out and connect people with other people. It is such a gorgeous community here. And like I say, I've only been here 6 weeks, but I've met some really, really neat people. And that has been a gift. So thank you, Julie Jordan Scott, for all you do. You're one of the best people here that I've come across that do all of those things. It is never performative. It always seems so genuine and from the heart and so warm and supportive. And we all appreciate you. I sure do. Mary Eggnog.
Expected gifts from Vlogmas was the praise that I received from fellow creators. I did not ask people to be guest stars so they would praise me. That was just a totally unexpected gift. So thank you, Carol Ann, for being one of our special guest stars. I look forward to seeing you around these streets in the future. Now it's time for Grace, Grit, and Grow. This is when we kind of look at our day, look at our last, 24, 48 hours, and look at the good, the not so good, and then what we would like to grow. So that's pretty obvious. So grace, grit, and grow. Sometimes gratitude lists forget the grit part and forget the growth part. To me, this gives more solidity to gratitude practice. So grace for me the last few hours. I would say grace is all the responses that I'm getting to the video from yesterday where I was telling my story, a story I don't tell very often, about my near-death experience. So I just feel very humbled by the people commenting over there. Means a lot. Grit. Okay, so I mentioned it before, I go on my daily walks and I'm trying to continue on my own health journey. And so I'm trying to not eat sweets. And during the holiday season, people just want you to eat sweets. So my grit is that I'm trying to put down boundaries and the boundaries aren't always respected. And I just don't want to be receiving them. Okay, that's the grit. And the growth is to figure out a way to balance that out for next year. Just like I talked about the addiction to fear, that version of fear, I have a problem with sugar. So that's it for Vlogmas Day 22. I am so thrilled that we've continued on this adventure together, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what comes next. Tomorrow, our guest star will be none other than Karen, aka Kaz, who is the force behind, her handle is YouTube over 40. And she's the one who does the Friday Night Lives where I met some of these lovely people. So I met Rhonda there. I met Rhonda there. I met where I met so many wonderful. She's the. Tomorrow, our special guest will be Karen Taylor, aka Kaz. She is the force of nature behind the Friday Night Lives that I'm sometimes a part of. This is where I met and got to know people like Rhonda Hensley and Mrs. Paula Does Retirement and Evie and Allison and Kaz herself and our resting witch face, Dawn. It's been a tremendous help to me to sticking around here on YouTube, because in the past when I haven't had much of a community, I haven't stuck around. When you mix together, oh, and also Susan and Artfully Becoming. I met her for the first time on a Friday night. She's only been to one, but that very first one that I went on, she was there. So she's also, Karen also, Kaz is from New Zealand. So we'll have Canadians, we'll have Americans, we'll have British, people from the UK, we'll have a Kiwi from New Zealand. I think it's okay to say that, Kiwi. I hope that's not derogatory. Please accept my apologies ahead of time if it's inappropriate. So thank you so much. We'll see you tomorrow. I'm so grateful for your presence. Remember, the world is a better place because you are in it. So grateful for your presence.